Yeah, about 10 seconds. Anything yet?
No, not yet.
All right, sure.
Still think I'm coming.
Yeah, take about 20 seconds in. Man, I had 300 some people. I am Franchot Pearson. I am live in Broadview, Illinois. My feed got cut for some reason. Okay. I am live in Broadview, Illinois. We have protesters out here. Sorry about that, people. My line went dead for some reason. I guess you know why, right? But I am in Broadview, Illinois, and I'm hiding behind a car because I didn't bring my crash helmet. I am in Broadview, Illinois. We have protesters out here. There is a new fence that went up overnight. A new fence that went up overnight. Can you see me, John, or should I pull back?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, because I be forgetting. Okay, how am I now? Oh, hold
Yeah,
on.
babe.
Okay, there's a van that's going out now.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, so you saw the van go out?
Yeah, I see the white man.
Right. So that's what they're doing. They're making sure that they put the fence up so that the protesters can no longer bust tires and knock on the van and interfere with them doing their job. So they mean business now. I know how to get in the other way, but they might have guards over there. I don't want to go to jail, but see, they're going out. They're going out the other way. There's an exit over that way. I think there's 2 exits over there. But yeah, people, we are live. We are live in Broadview, Illinois. Welcome to Franchot Pearson, Franchot Blue. I am live here. I'm here because they just put up.
Barricades.
Say it again.
They look like they got concrete barricades.
Yeah. They actually got new fencing. They put up new fencing overnight. They got new fencing. It's Tuesday. What's today? 23rd, Michael Jordan Day. They put up new fencing. And they got concrete barriers, people. I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to get shot by one of those balls. But you can see the concrete balls they got. They got brick holding all the fencing together. This is to ensure no longer will the protesters be messing with the people that they're bringing in, whether it's employees or whether it's detainees. No longer will they be messing with them. All they can do is chant and get mad at them, but they can't do anything else because overnight, and I was just out here about 4 or 5 days ago, they have literally closed off the protesters. And I'm sure if they try to move the fence in any way, form or fashion, they're going to get hit by one of those pellet balls, one of those gas, and that's going to be it. So yeah, I'm Franchot Pearson. I am live. I'm in Broadview, Illinois. I heard about the new fence, and I wanted to get out here and share with you guys. That's the update. And let me know, can you guys, John, can you see the guys on the roof, dead center? Am I pointing directly?
I can't see because the light.
Say it again.
It's dead. But you can barely see them.
Yeah, let me see. Can you see them more now?
Yeah, you can see it now.
Right. So it's 2 guys up there. They've got those gas guns, people, with the pellets in them. And last time I was out here, man, I got gagged. I'm not playing that today. They start shooting, I'm leaving. I'm not playing today. So yeah, they're not playing. So yeah, I was able to show a few film earlier, but yeah, they've got new fencing up here, people. New fencing, and they've got the big brick. They've got 4 bricks over here for reinforcement. They've got the reinforcement brick. They got the brick to ensure that they cannot move this stuff. They did all this work overnight to make sure that the protesters do not disrupt any work that they're doing, whether the employees walk in and out or whether they bring in detainees. So going forward, it's going to be limited what they can do and unless they do something more crazy like try to break down the fence, but that wouldn't be smart because I'm sure that they have a plan B to possibly not only shoot the smoke bombs with the gas in there, but also to arrest them. So yeah, this is the update. Welcome to Franchot Pearson. This is Franchot Blue. I am live. We are in Broadview, Illinois, and I am at the ICE facility where they bring in inmates constantly every day. We have maybe about 20 protesters here. I learned about this mid-afternoon. It was raining earlier. Now that it stopped raining, I thought I'd come out here and check it out. But yeah, it's real, people. I got to find out where the other detention center is. I'm sure they get smarter as they go along. This thing that Trump and ICE is doing is real, people. I got to stand corrected. I did not think it was going to go this far, but it has. And they're literally picking up people every day in all of our major cities, and they're arresting them and they're bringing them to different spots. Oh, you got hit today?
This is Friday.
Oh yeah, okay. I was
also pepper sprayed me in the face.
Yeah, I was here the other day. This guy's showing the mark. Yeah.
Pepper sprayed me in the face too.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, I had to go. The ambulance took me to the hospital.
Oh, you were that guy.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have gone if I wasn't over my deductible for the year.
Yeah, I filmed you.
Oh yeah.
I gagged for 2 days.
That lady up. You saw that lady, the heavyset lady.
Yeah, I saw her. Yeah, I saw her.
She was like, I don't know, 5'5" or something. And
yeah, they got her about her neck.
Gray streaks in her hair. She's probably in her 40s, and they tossed her around.
Right.
It's crazy. Yeah. They put her in a chokehold.
Yeah, I saw it on TV.
The guy on the roof right now, or he's not up there now, that's the guy who put her in the chokehold.
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty sure. I was talking to him earlier, and I was showing the video to him on my phone. I'm like, buddy, you're all over the internet.
I know, right?
And it's this cool picture because it's him putting her in a chokehold, and she's just throwing up the peace sign.
Yes, I remember that.
She's such a badass for that. I hope she's okay. I need to try to find, I might go over to Loyola tomorrow and see if I can try to finesse and see if I can find out what happened to her.
Yeah.
I technically can't tell me, but maybe I can, charm the charge nurse or something.
Yeah, well, good luck on that.
Yeah.
Wow. So you guys were able to see the guy that I filmed a few days ago. Did you see that, John? This guy, that's the guy that I filmed. He got hit several times by those balls, man. Not only do those balls let out that gas, they leave big marks on your body. You got to have a football helmet on, man, because that stuff hit you in the eye. You could put somebody's eye out, man. Yeah, right. A blood clot, anything. Yeah, so there's only one newscaster here right now when I drove up. All the other major news people are done. But yeah, people, if you guys are just now joining me, I am Franchot Pearson. Welcome to Franchot Blue. I wanted to get an update. I heard about in the news. I'm out here in Broadview, Illinois. I've been out here maybe 3 or 4 times. The last time I was out here, it was crazy. I gagged real bad. It took 2 days for my chest to get normal, so I pray they don't shoot smoke bombs again. But yeah, they put up new fencing, people. They put up new fencing. Now this guy's at the fence. Look at this here. Look at what he's doing. Can you see him, John? I think he's trying to pick the damn lock. Look at him. I think he's trying to pick the lock. I'm gonna get closer on that. This guy's messing with the lock. See, they're asking to get shot over here. He just messed with the lock. Uh-oh, this guy's climbing the fence, man. These people, man, they're extremists. This is crazy. There's a reason they put the fence up, you know what I'm saying? I'm assuming that they got Broadview has a village. These are small suburbs, so they must. I don't know how they did it, but evidently they're in conjunction with the suburb, and they got permission to do this. So ICE got a lot of clout. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if they do that in the city. Did you know this was on TV today, John? Yeah. I found that by accident when I was doing some research. This is crazy. So that guy got big webs on his body. Those webs might not never go away, man. Those are some serious injuries on his body. There's some serious, those are some serious marks on his body, man. I'd be going home. I'd be like, you know what? Enough of this. But they got everything set up, people. They're here 24 hours. It depends on what time you get here. See, they got their own camp and things set up. They got the tent. And they got their refreshments and their food, and people come and buy them stuff. But it's not nearly as many people as it was a few days ago. And I guess they have their moments when they're going to get rowdy. But I don't think there's going to be much action. They would have to be really, really egging them on and trying to climb the fence for them to take it to another level. So you don't always have to be on the roof to know what they're doing, because they have those cameras up there, you know. They got plenty of cameras, so I'm sure they got the CCT they can close in and find out what's doing. So, but yeah, people, this is the update. The fencing is real, and this is a new day in America. And you can anticipate what's going to be going on in other cities. Look at that big brick. Got that big brick holding everything in place.
Separate them from their fucking family. Shame on you, fascist fucking sellout. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Yeah, so you got a little bit of a crowd here. A little bit of a crowd. A little bit of a foul mouth, but hey, you know, this is going to be ongoing, people. I don't know how long it's going to last. I mean, God only knows how many illegals are in Chicago. I don't know. In Illinois, I don't know. So this thing could go on for God knows what, 6 months, a year.
But you know the military's got to be coming soon.
I'm wondering if the military is coming soon, especially after what Trump said the other day at the memorial. I think that was a sign when he kind of throws stuff in the mix every now and then, you know.
That's when it's gonna get a little crazy.
Wouldn't that be crazy? I come out here and the military is out here one day. That's gonna be crazy, man. Every civil rights lawyer in the world gonna be out here. That's gonna be a constitutional challenge at that point, right? Right? Won't that be a constitutional challenge?
Are you talking about this?
Yeah. Yes, live.
But they may not just
Here
go
already
after.
knows.
Yeah.
Feds,
mind
state,
race thing,
local.
Right.
And the chief of police was here and approved this.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So.
He knows it's locked.
Okay.
How are fire trucks supposed to get down here? And this is the city street.
I get it.
So I don't know if it was constitutional.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. How did they get from a local municipality to get permission to block this?
That's a great question, brother.
I mean, think about it. Because you got businesses here. If there's an ambulance or something that goes through, I mean, there are access, I guess, to get out.
Parking lots.
Yeah, right.
And that parking lot in the corner with the Orkin, they use it for their vans.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I'm pretty sure they take their staff
Right.
to those vans
Right.
and they drive them to their cars.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I get it.
So
Yeah.
to anybody who can hear this live, if you come to 1930 Beach Street
Right.
and you don't want to protest, then go to the parking lot that's on the corner. Maybe you'll see where they go. I'm not telling you to follow them,
Yeah.
but somebody might want to, in case we want to know where these people who
Yeah.
are violating the law are.
The other day when they shut the gas,
Yeah.
I did go to the parking lot because I couldn't get this way.
Yeah.
I was scared.
Okay.
I was choking too much.
Yeah.
So I found out there was a way to get out, and I think there's a way to get out to the alley that way too. But
Yes.
but I believe vehicles can get out two ways. So they must have worked something out, because I just saw a van come through here a little while ago,
Yep.
and he went through this area, right? So they have a strategy,
Yep.
and they're probably going to keep people from coming through this way, because there are options that way.
Are you going to be here Friday?
Friday's a big demonstration?
Yeah, at 7 and 7. 7 in the morning and 7 in the evening.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We'll stay here all day.
Yeah, okay. So I was here last Friday when it was crazy. It was like 50 or 60 came out of the gate.
You saw the one guy that was up on top of the roof?
Right.
Remember when that woman got her ass beat?
Yes.
That was that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the guy just showed me his marks on his body. So 7 is going to be a big rally
7 a.m., 7 p.m. every Friday.
every Friday.
But you're more than welcome to come out and demonstrate every day.
Thank you for the update.
Also, to your viewers, if they wish to get in touch. Sorry to interrupt you.
It's all right. Yeah, because this is my third or fourth time out here.
If they wish to get in touch with your community, there's your congressional representative for this district. There's the
Okay.
mayor for this district and the police chief for this district.
Right, right.
So I'm going to leave it there for a second. If
Yeah,
you want
hold
to
on.
take a screenshot.
Yeah, hold on. Hey, John, can you see that on camera?
Yes.
Can you see that so everybody can see it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this is information in relation to Broadview, Illinois. Okay, great. So yeah, all the viewers, we're live on YouTube now.
Perfect.
This is
Take this information down. Are you talking to me, Jody? I'm out of breath, bro.
No, let's go. All right, have a good one. So yeah, that evidently he's with them, and he knows his rights. So he's giving me the update. So yeah, John and the people on YouTube, the big day is Friday again. Say it again. Oh, how you doing? On YouTube, FRAN. Yeah, FRAN. Yeah, YouTube, FRAN. Take your time. CHOT. OT. Yeah, just hit Pearson or Blue. Yeah, there you go.
Y'all go subscribe.
And then yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you subscribe and just hit live. I appreciate it. Thank you, babe. So yeah, people, that guy gave us an update. Friday is the big day. So wow, that's gonna be a challenge, John, because you got between 300 to 1,000 people out here with this fence. That's gonna be something else. I better bring my Chicago Bears helmet, right? Say it again. I might have to bring my.
Military might be
Oh look, man, I'm bringing my Chicago Bears helmet or something. I'm not taking no chance like I did last week. The last week caught me off guard. This week, if I come out here, I got to be ready, man. This is crazy. They whipped this fence up overnight, people. They put a fence up overnight. That way, they cannot stop them from coming in and out, and that way they can't mess with any of the employees. See that big center block there? They got center blocks all up and down here. You cannot get through. That way you don't harass the employees, you don't harass the workers, you don't bust any tires on the vans, which I witnessed the other day. But Friday is the big day, people. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna have to come out here. They had drones out here, they had helicopters out here, and they had 6 people on the roof. And multiple people were shot with those pellets with gas inside. And the guy just showed me his beauty marks. I'm being sarcastic. He's got his beauty marks. And look, people, this was serious. I haven't seen anything like this since God knows when. But yeah, we are live, Franchot Pearson live. John, you got a question? John, you got a question?
I think that they're gonna bring out the military this Friday.
Yeah, it's a possibility that they might bring the military Friday. And because it depends on, I don't know, how rowdy they get. Or they want to get out ahead of it. Because today is Tuesday, right? So they might gauge it. They just put the fence up tonight. If they do something rowdy, then that would probably make them bring the military out. If they try to, because I mean, to be honest with you, you can knock that fence down with enough people. But you're risking it at that point. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're talking about. I would think at that point you're going to get arrested. I would think that. I would say, yeah. Now this
What happened with Charlie?
say it again.
I think they're gonna escalate faster now.
Yeah, it just might
What
escalate.
happened with Charlie, I think it's gonna speed up.
Okay, because of the Charlie situation, think it's going to speed up. It just might.
Yeah, he's gonna try to clean up Chicago quick.
Yeah. Well, you're right. If Chicago gets out of hand, then you're talking L.A., San Francisco, New York. They don't want any major city, first of all, to get news coverage on something getting out of hand. So you're right. They got to nip it in the bud early.
That's why they're gonna make sure that this dark will go out of control.
Right.
they're gonna make a statement with this. Maybe by tomorrow, Friday, they're gonna make a statement.
I can't believe this person's over here.
There ain't any sense to do what Chicago do.
You see this person over here on their property, trying to peek in and see what's going on? Ain't nowhere in the world I'm going over there, man, messing with people. But they're the protesters. I am not messing with them people, man. You know, last week when I was here and that person did that, you know, they shot through the fence, and that's how that guy got blind. Remember that he gassed him in the eye last week? So you put your face on that fence, man, they're gonna spray you. And ain't no ambulance out here today, so that's a big chance. But yeah, people, let me read the comments here. Yeah, this is ICE. Someone knows if this is ICE. Yeah, this is ICE. This is ICE. This is the only detention center that I'm aware of. I'm sure they had detention centers around the United States, but this is about the 4th time I've been out here. Today is a peaceful protest. However, the language is kind of off the chain, but I wanted to show you guys the new fencing they put up. And that way, all they can do is, you know, protest from a distance. They don't have to come in and engage with the troops. They won't engage with any prisoners coming in. I shouldn't call them prisoners, but detainees. They won't have, you know, the last time I was here, they busted the back right tire of a van. That's probably what did it, John, when they bust that tire last week. Once they bust that tire, it's like, you know what? We endangering our lives. That is it. We ain't going for no more foolishness. So now that was slick. They put a fence up, they said, between 2 and 4 in the morning. So now the protesters got to make another plan. Because hollering from a distance, that ain't, I mean, what you think? I ain't trying to say it's not going to work, but hey, you can't get in their face. All you can do is talk smack. And I think the only reason that they'll shoot at them is that they have to try to come over the fence. If somebody come over the fence, that's going to be brutal. Because last week I saw on the news where they literally grabbed people and brought them inside, and they held them and they stripped them down on a cold floor. Now don't quote me precise, but I believe that's what I heard. They brought this one guy in for 7 hours, and they wet him down. And then that was it. So they keep you captive for like 7 hours. Let me ask this guy. Did you hear about the guy a few days ago when they brought him in and they wet him down for like 7 hours?
Yeah, he was in there for 6 hours supposedly. He said that there was dead bugs all over the floor.
Yeah.
He said that they kept him away from the migrants so that he couldn't talk to them.
Right.
He said that when he passed by the rooms that they were keeping the migrants, he said he saw like approximately 50 people in a room.
Wow.
Yeah, and the rooms are definitely not meant for 50 people. The rooms aren't meant to fit 50 people just in them, let alone have 50 people living in them.
Right.
Like, they're not supposed to be living rooms.
Right.
They're just like concrete.
Now, one of our reps from Illinois, I think it's Dick Durbin, I heard him say that he's asked twice
to
have a meeting with them, and he's been denied twice as a politician to go in to see what the living conditions are.
There's been a few politicians who've tried to get a tour and they won't give it to them.
Now that blows my mind in America. That's happening.
And the crazy thing is, the conservatives are all about states' rights.
Yeah.
That's all they care about is states' rights.
Yeah.
They talk about states' rights all the time, and then shit like this happens, and all of a sudden they're quiet. I mean, the people, they're such hypocrites. These goddamn Republicans are such hypocrites.
Because I'm wondering if you guys are locked up, will it be the same for a politician can't come see you?
Yeah,
I mean, if you got that in place for the illegals, but you guys aren't legal. But I'm just asking, that would be woof.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
But they held him for like 7 hours. I saw the news.
6 hours. Yeah, 6 or 7 hours, and he was. They pepper sprayed him. So then, because they wanted to, probably save their own ass, they were like, oh, we got to get this pepper spray off him.
So they wanted him down.
Dumped them a bunch of water on him, and then they just left him in wet clothes for 6 hours on concrete.
Wow.
It's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah, he said there was dead bugs all over the place.
Yeah, I did hear that on the news.
And Kat Abu-Ghazaleh, she was saying a building like this, it's technically a processing center. So they probably don't have beds. They probably don't have hot meals.
Everything's makeshift.
Because this place isn't supposed to detain people for over 12 hours, and yet they have been.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be a processing center, not a detention
And
center.
this is why Dick Durbin, they want to find out how it's operating.
Yeah.
And I do believe people have a right to find out,
100%.
because even on our soil, we got to be humane.
Yeah, it's due process. It's
Yeah,
just basic
yeah,
due process.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm concerned about our country at that point, because like I
Yeah.
said, if we get locked up,
They can come. Dude, I was here yesterday. There was a kid trying to drop off clothes for his dad who's inside there.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
16.
I heard
They
about
shot him
that.
up with pepper bullets. And then he called ahead. They totally can drop him off. He tried to walk up the stairs to shoot with pepper bullets. So he's like, I'm trying to drop off the stuff. And they're like, okay, fine, leave it. So he tries to drop it off again. They start shooting him again. So he just, throws on the ground and runs away. And that's when I was literally like walking up. I seen all this. And I go up to the kid. He's like this 16-year-old white kid. He's a 16-year-old white kid. So I'm wondering, like, where's your dad from? And he tells me he's from Lithuania. That's where my mom is from. My mom was a refugee. Her family was refugees from Lithuania. He said his dad was a refugee from Lithuania. He's been living here for 25 years. He's been living in Chicago for 25. He was a refugee here for 25 years.
And he got picked up.
He worked for the government at one point.
Wow.
And he's in that facility last time I checked, unless they brought him somewhere else.
So they didn't have clear communication to channel down to him that his son was coming.
I guess not.
That's crazy.
Supposedly he said he called the facility and they told him to come over here. But then when he got here, they shot him up. And all the protesters, there was probably less than 20 people here. They were all on this side of the street.
Right.
So there's no way they could say that we were like threatening them.
Wow.
It was inhumane, and that's just what they're doing. And I'm saying this about the Lithuanian shit to be like, this is a white dude. Like, Lithuania is a European country. This is a white guy who's lived in America for 25 years. Like I said, he worked for the government at one point, supposedly, or he was like an independent contractor who worked for with the government.
Now, what happens with your injuries? Do you guys
I
try
have
to?
no idea. I talked to NLG Chicago about all this stuff.
Right.
They told me to talk to them. So I have no idea. I got stuff on my back. I got pepper spray in the face.
I can hear you, baby.
Right.
Speak louder,
I
speak
got shit on
louder.
my leg here.
Right,
I mean,
I can hear you, baby.
and I don't know. I mean, NLG Chicago. Those are like the lawyer protest lawyer guys that were out here in green hats on Fridays.
Oh, okay.
They're like I think they're a non-for-profit that specifically represents like protesters around the country.
Sure.
So their Chicago chapter is called NLG Chicago.
Right.
And so yeah, I'm probably gonna try to talk to those guys again. I'm sure they're gonna try to do some stuff, especially like that woman who got fucked up really bad.
Yeah.
Like they clearly assaulted her. Like it's all on video.
Yeah,
Like that video
yeah.
is blowing up on the internet.
Because whatever happens to you guys might set a precedence for anybody in the future.
That's
is
why,
what I'm
like,
saying.
That's why people who are like telling me I'm crazy, I'm like, dude, I gotta do something.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like at least the images of my back
Yeah,
being all shot
yeah.
up might make people think like, oh wow.
Because I'm thinking I need to wear a Bears helmet, because if I'm out here filming, but shame on me, I should have brought my press credentials. But they can't see that from a distance. If I get hurt and I get marked up like that, who's gonna pay my doctor bill?
They don't care. CBS and like the tripod, like the fucking
Yeah.
mainstream media guys were out here.
Right.
They got tear gassed.
Right, I saw
They
that.
tear gassed them.
Right.
Like the CBS
And that's what I'm
reporters
saying.
are literally mid-report,
Right,
and they're like,
right.
Dana, we have to get out of the way.
Exactly.
And he's telling his cameraman, he's like, Steve, get out of there. Like
Right.
the cameraman's trying to still do
And
his job.
and that's
he's
what I'm
literally like
saying.
this with the camera.
Exactly.
It's insane. And the guy works for the CBS guy. He showed me he had marks on his back from the pellets.
They don't care.
They don't. care.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You're press too, right? They don't,
I went to U.S. Press.
they don't care at all.
So anybody can be hit while you're out here covering a story is what I'm saying.
I walked up to the other side, talked to them, very professional.
Yeah.
They said, don't come in close, we don't care who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Only in America,
I
huh?
just wanted to ask, where should I not be, sir?
Right, you want to get some rules.
Exactly. Tell us the rules of this. How are you going to?
That's crazy. I'm glad to talk to you guys.
They really are. Like I'm not.
You hearing this, John? This is crazy.
People who like think we're exaggerating, they need to come out here and see like what we're talking about.
Look, I'm glad I'm here because I'm learning. Because
It's much different in person, like than seeing the shit that.
Exactly.
Like the news interviewed me the other day, and they showed like a small clip of that video of that woman get. No, you need to watch the whole video, a whole minute and a half of them abusing this woman, and me trying to protect her, and them being too pussy to fucking abuse me. But they want to abuse a 40-year-old lady and then arrest her, and then pepper spray her in the face, shoot pepper bullets in her face, put her in a chokehold, and guess what she did? She threw up the peace sign. Like
Yeah.
And the news isn't going to talk about all that. The news interviewed me for like a minute, and they used like 10 seconds of it, And the top comment on ABC's video on Instagram was like, "That guy's crazy."
when they ask to use my stuff, I tell them, all right, you got it.
How are you going to edit
What
it?
I
Yeah,
say to you.
exactly. How are you going to
They
edit
won't.
it?
They won't.
Exactly. And then they say, well, actually, never mind.
Because I'm really thinking that if you're covering a story and you're legit and you're hit, you're on your own. I just met a guy downtown covering a story a few days ago, and he's like, I'm not coming because it's too much liability.
Yeah.
He says, I'm not doing it, Pearson.
Yeah.
He says, I'm not doing it.
And I get it. Like, I get why people are scared. Like, 'cause like you said, these guys are literally tyrants. Like, it's scary shit.
This is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, when I saw the one of you guys got hit, I like the guy who got hit in the back of the neck. Do you remember that guy? He had a big whip on his neck.
I got one on my neck.
I was like, what the hell?
On your back, I didn't see.
I don't know if you can see.
Oh, no, yeah,
Can I
no.
get a picture of the one on your back?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I saw the one. I mean, that guy had the big whip on his neck, and I was like, I could have got hit on the neck when I was out here that day. I'm like, I gotta put on a crash dummy helmet.
Yeah, exactly.
This is crazy.
Helmet and a gas mask, bro. It's crazy.
This reminds me of anchor people who are overseas. You know, you got anchor people overseas. They go through this every day.
I got a good one on my leg, too. Do you want to see this one? This one's pretty nice.
Oh, you want to kill that? That's all you.
This one's nice. Thank you, brother.
This is absolute crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hesitant to being too close. I want to get up.
This was after I had come back from the hospital because they had tear gassed me in the face or they had pepper sprayed me in the face that morning. I was standing like probably 2 or 3 feet from the fence, and there was probably like 10 of them on that side of the fence, and they were talking shit to me, and I was talking shit back. And then the last straw was they said, fuck you and your mother. And I said, my mother's a cancer survivor. How do you feel, you fucking assholes? And then they pepper sprayed me in the face.
Wow.
Wonderful shit. And then I probably wouldn't have even gone to the hospital if I wasn't already over my deductible for the year.
Yeah.
American healthcare.
Wow.
American healthcare, where you can get fucked up by the police, and then there was another guy who got fucked up really bad. He got shot by probably 20 pepper bullets. Remember that guy? And he said he was pleading with me because I was trying to tell him, bro, let's go to the firefighter because the firefighters hosed me off. That's what really helped me. And I was like, bro, let's go. And he was like, dude, I don't have insurance. Like, he was scared.
Yeah.
And he got hit by like 20 pepper balls.
Yeah.
That's America, where
Yeah.
they can shoot you up with pepper balls, and then you can't even go to the hospital.
Right.
Because you don't have insurance. And you're
Right.
scared that they're going to
Right.
fucking take all your money.
Right. So you guys are hearing it live. I am in Broadview, Illinois, and I was able to talk to people who actually got. There are some camera people here. There are some media people here like me, independent, and they said they've been trying to work with ICE to try to find out what their filming rules are. And hey, you're on your own. So I need a crash dummy helmet, and I need to be dressed up with all the gear just to cover a story. But I'm not trying to get hit by one of those pellets with the gas in it. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to cover the story because this is like a ground zero to me, because whatever happens in Illinois could happen in any other major state. And how far do we go? This is not the first detention center. I don't know everything that's going down in other cities, but I'm from Illinois, so I thought I'd come out here and check it out. But yeah, as a press person, as a media person, it appears that you're on your own, and there's no conversation. But yeah, I'm out here today because they put up some new fencing overnight. And now the protesters are at bay, so to speak. They're at a distance, and all they can do is yell and scream from a distance. They've got the cylinder blocks holding the fences in place, and the I should call them SWAT, right? SWAT, but the ICE SWAT is on. They're on the roof. The last time I was here was 6 of them on the roof. And the guy was just saying that there was a guy who was brought in the other night. He was pepper sprayed so bad that they hosed him down, and he stayed in there for 7 hours. But man, people, we're looking at our Constitution and we're looking at this. Does the Constitution either work anymore? Ever since 2001, Homeland Security, things are different. Don't think that the Constitution is going to work in every case is what I'm saying. As much as we want to stand for it, there are other agencies that come out and help the people, but when it's getting ugly, it's getting ugly. So you got to exercise some caution when you're out here picketing. Um, but yeah, the conditions that the people are in, we have a senior politician here in Illinois. His name is Dick Durbin, and he was on TV the other day, and he's already asked twice. He's already asked ICE twice, can they come in and view the facility? And they have not answered him. He said he's going to ask again. This reminds me of what happened in New York a few months ago. I don't know. I don't know if anybody will ever get in. But hey, this is the new America, people. All I can say is if you come out to protest, be careful, be wise, be cautious, wear some gear, have a face mask, and hey, don't try to be no hero, because this stuff is real. And if it gets crazier, I'm sure they got something. They got something to match the moment. But yeah, the big day is Friday, people. So I'm gonna try to make it out here Friday. They got a big day Friday, a big rally, 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Maybe I'll come during the day, because last time they had a rally during the day, they had the politicians out here. So they have a speaking aspect, and then there's a question and answer with all the media, Channel 7, Channel 5, Channel 2. All the news affiliates are here. So I'll probably, if I get here that morning, it's gonna be about 6 in the morning. I'll cover the story live. Hopefully you guys can be with me and check it out. If not, you can check it out a little bit later. But yeah, I think the best thing to do is to come in. I'd rather come during the day when the politicians are here. The odds are they're not gonna be shooting no pellets. Because at night, it's off the chain. But who knows what's gonna happen during the day. I'm assuming they're gonna have politicians out here. And the best thing for me to do is come out here during the day. And that way I can have some footage and listen to the politicians and get some updates. And maybe they will let the people come up in there, maybe relatives, maybe representatives, maybe politicians, who knows? I don't know what it is, I'm only speculating. But yeah, they got new fencing up here. New people showing me. I am Franchot Pearson, welcome to Franchot Blue. I'm gonna walk over to the fence in case some of you guys just came in. They put up fencing overnight to keep the protesters at bay. Every other hour or so, they bring in illegals through vans. And we did have a van that was, they blew out the back right tire when I was here. And they don't want to deal with that anymore. ICE doesn't want to deal with any more confrontation. So now, the best way to deal with that, put up a fence, keep everybody at bay, and they're going to keep arresting people in Illinois and throughout the United States. So yeah, the Trump ICE thing is real, people, it's real. Okay, so here we have it here. Hopefully you guys can see that. I wanna come right on in on it. You can see the big cylinder block. They got the big cylinder block holding everything in place. And these are the fences. And these are the few protesters that are here. They have fencing all the way over here. And there's no way you can get right up on the, so you can only protest with your voice now. No protesting up close at all. And I'm sure if they try to climb the fence, they got an answer for them. So this was done overnight. They got cameras everywhere. But yeah, I wanted to see you guys, let you guys see a close-up and personal view of this thing. Friday's the big day. Friday's the big day. They are rallying the fence. I'll pray they don't do nothing crazy. They're rallying the fence. And I'm going to get out the way because there's people on the roof. So I'm going to get out the way because, again, those pellets that they shoot got gas in them. And they mess up your throat, they mess up your chest. So I'm out of here. But yeah, people, Just want to get you guys latest and greatest what's going on here in Chicago. And right now, it's kind of calm. There might be some legal things coming down that pipe, but I'm not sure how long it's going to take to go through it. But we got a few people got injured when I was here. And they're going to try to seek some type of legal guidance for themselves as well as their medical bills. But yeah, that's going to take some footage, that is some actual film, to see if they were quote unquote justified in shooting. I don't know. I don't know what ICE law is versus American law. I really don't. That's not my line of work, but this is going to be interesting how this thing works out, because Illinois is a big, we're big here. We're about 25 minutes west of Chicago. We have a mayor and a governor who are lockstep against Trump and ICE. And this is one of the detention centers that they're utilizing to bring in people. I don't know what the law is. The guy was saying that legally they can only keep people for 12 hours. So I don't know of what's going on. But hopefully we'll get some information by Friday. I do about 4 or 5 videos a day, and I try to keep up on the latest and greatest. But there might be some information out there I don't know. But if they're in violation right now, who's gonna tell Trump what to do? Who's gonna tell ICE what to do? I don't know. And I told you guys last week what my biggest fear was. One of my biggest fears is that Trump gets his way with defining who Antifa was. I did a video on it today. Trump has got his way. He made an executive order. Hear me out. Trump made an executive order, and now Antifa is defined as a T organization, right? I said that was going to be happening. I didn't know if he could do it by himself or he needed Congress, but he did an executive order. So now, people, it's on. It's on now. It's on. And how can you make difference? How can you distinguish the difference between regular protesters and Antifa? I don't know. I don't know. If and when I come out here, I got to be careful, because I look at what Trump is doing, I look at what Antifa is doing, and I got to be smart about this. But people, the way this thing is progressing right now, we are losing more and more of our rights and our freedoms, okay? And this is probably part of their playbook that they had planned a long time ago. And it's a cause and effect, right? Cause and effect. You do something, I do something. You do something, I make a law. You do something, I make a law. And who knows? Here comes the vehicle coming in now. See the vehicle going in? So now, the vehicle can go in and nobody bothers them. Now the vehicle can go in, no problem. Nobody's around the vehicle. That's the purpose of the fence, right? So yeah. Yep. That's how it works, people. So they've basically put a strategy to keep the protesters out of their face. ICE has created a strategy to keep the protesters out of their face. So hey, we're going to see Friday if the politicians come out here, what are they going to say about this fence? Is it legal? Is it not? What happens if you push the fence down? I don't know. Is anybody going to answer for the injuries of the people that happened a few days ago? I don't know. I'm going to film some stuff over here. We got protesters at the fence on the property right now. When this happened the other day, they got pepper sprayed in the face. But today, there's no ambulance out here, so they're taking a risk. These people are at the fence. I'm assuming that they're doing is filming. They're filming. They're filming. With what I witnessed the other day, I'm not going to the fence. This ain't baseball, right? I ain't going to the fence. The ball fly, let it fly. I'm not going to the fence. So yeah. And they don't have any gas masks on either, so they're taking a chance. They're taking a chance. You got a few protesters here at the main fence here. Other protesters there. People are hanging out. You got those there. And this guy's right here. Did you ever think that we would see our country go through this, people? We didn't foresee this. We didn't foresee this when Biden administration was bringing them in, right? We had no idea down the road what would materialize. We had no idea as we flipped the middle page after the election what would happen. Trump has been saying where he stands for a long time, but we had no idea that it would get to this point. To me, they've been playing good cop, bad cop. Biden brought them in. Trump's fleshing them out. And American people are being neglected. That's how I look at it. Because you still got homeless people. In fact, did you guys see the report on the news today? I forgot. I think it was New York or California. Do you see they picking up all these homeless people? Anybody see that in the media today? Where they taking them? Anybody done an investigation on that? Any follow up? There's so much news. Did anybody see that today? You can Google it. They picked up some homeless people today, a whole lot of them in some major city. They brought in these trucks and everything, and they just bringing them in, cleaning the street. FEMA camps, you think? This is crazy, y'all. Did anybody know what city that was? I saw it. I saw it before I left out today. I mean, that's kind of scary. What's the next move on that? We literally have, I mean, what are they doing with these people? Okay, I'm reading your comments, but I can't say everything that you're saying. But I get what you're saying. But yeah, people, they're literally cleaning the streets. Literally, not figuratively. They're literally cleaning the streets. You think they're locking them up? Are they giving them suitable places to stay? Hospitals? I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to investigate that other than the news. I would have to literally follow the vehicle that picks these people up to try to find out where they're taking them. You feel me? Because there are people becoming homeless every day in America. So you don't have places for them to be rehabbed. You stop funding that here in Chicago. At least 50% of our mental health clinics closed over 3 mayoral administrations ago. That was under Mayor Rahm Emanuel. He closed about 50% of Chicago's mental health clinics. We've also had hospitals closed here in Chicago. I heard that shelters are packed. So my thing is, you got money for wars, as Tupac said, but you can't feed the poor. So where are you taking these people who are homeless? And I'm speaking to that because there's got to be a humane solution. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. That's kind of scary. That's kind of scary to me because, you know, we're living every day, we're busy, but when we see things like this and the news is covering it, and I'm not knocking the news because I didn't finish the research, but I'm asking you guys, has anybody found out once they covered the news, did they show where they're taking these people? Where are they taking these homeless people? That's what I want to know. I covered FEMA camps about a year plus ago. You guys who are with me, you probably remember I was with Jackie this time last year. And I was with her as she was fighting a FEMA camp for illegals. and that was on the west side of Chicago. I forgot what city that was, what suburb. But last year, I covered a story off and on, I think for like 6 months, and they wind up tearing down the FEMA camp, the actual tent city. So unless they got tent cities already built, I don't know where they're taking these people. But the way the American economy is right now, anybody can be homeless tomorrow. Does that mean you're getting picked up and taken somewhere? So what do you get taken? There's so much to cover, people. It's so much to cover. But yeah, be careful. Be careful. I would call on people who have a lot of money. A lot of these $1 million churches, you're not in them 3 to 4 days a week. You might want to open up your church and house about 20 or 25 of them in your church. I'm just putting it out there. Those of you all who believe that Jesus is coming soon, you can't take your $1 million church with you. So maybe some of these religious people who own these big churches, and some of them have an annex, that is, they have an additional edifice, an additional building, and you can take 20 or 25 homeless people and you can take care of them, because if you can build $1 million church, you can take care of 25 homeless people. That's how I feel about it. Because right now, the way I'm looking at it, if you're looking at the government to do things, they're not telling us what they're doing with these homeless people. But as someone who's looking at it from the lens of Jesus, I would say any church person, I don't care what religion or denomination you are, I don't even care if you're Christian or not. What I'm saying is that if you have the money to take care of homeless people, I think you should do it, because America's changing. And if I'm homeless, I would be scared right now, because I don't know what's going on. So yeah, we got quite a crowd now here compared to earlier. We got about 10 people just showed up. So again, I'm Franchot Pearson. I'm going to be signing off in a few minutes, but I am in Broadview, Illinois. They put up fencing overnight. FEMA Detention Center, Broadview, Illinois, a suburb 25 minutes west of Chicago. They put up big cylinder blocks to hold the fencing in place. That way the protesters from a distance, all they can do is yell and scream, but they can no longer get in the way or obstruct any vans. No longer can they harass any FEMA employees. They're at a distance. They snuck in, well, they actually brought in a fencing company, and they installed fences last night. I understand there is a big rally Friday. I'm going to try to be out here. And last week they did have the politicians, so we'll try to get you guys an update. But that's the latest and greatest. I'm doing this so people can stay informed. Also, that if they do bring a detention center to your city, you know what's going on, and you can see how these things are being formatted. And hey, people, it's real. This is real. Friday should be a big day. Friday should be a real big day. And if it's raining, I'm probably gonna have to just bring my umbrella. But yeah, Friday's gonna be a big day. I just found out from one of the people, Friday's gonna be a big day, and they're gonna be bringing some people here. And I'm assuming the politicians will be here. And the guy said every Friday they're here, so I'm expecting a big crowd Friday, and man, I'll try to cover it and see what's going on. All right, people, I'm Franchot Pearson. I'm signing out. Thank you guys for being a part of the show. Yeah, a lot of money being spent on illegals to bring them over here. A lot of money being spent on illegals to house them, medical, food, and around my house where there's a shelter for migrants, they're buying cars. That's right. A lot of illegals have cars better than yours. And one day I'll do a video on that. It's amazing. All this money with what our country did not do, abiding by the law, you can speculate billions of dollars that could have went into our pockets to help us, people who are working every day. It went to people. It's terrible. The government caused this problem, people. You and I can manage things better. You and I know how to care for people at the same time, care for yourself first. There's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself first and your family. And our country is working it backwards to cause confrontation. And one of the biggest tools that America's using right now is this illegal issue to cause division and strife and run up a whole lot of debt. I don't care how much Trump talks about, how much money he's bringing in on the tariffs. That money is not helping you and I right about now. The stock market was blinging yesterday, but the stock market is a whole different economy because they started making millions of dollars yesterday. Did you make some extra money from the stock market? No, unless you got stock in a tech field. And most people don't have stock in a tech field. So 99% of Americans didn't make money like the stock market did. So Trump is out for Trump and the golden age for his people. He promised that within a year we're going to start seeing money, but people need money now and people need a change now. But as far as I'm concerned, the Antichrist is busy. He's building everything on a falsehood. And that's one reason in my book, Christ has to come, because all this stuff is smoke and mirrors. Again, they're utilizing this illegal situation for a lot of reasons. And right now, just imagine how much money could have been used in your neighborhood. You think about the services that have been neglected for elderly and mental health patients or those who are down on their luck. To bring the illegals over, it created a whole new economy for them and not for us. The positive is that anybody in security right now who wants a job, since 9/11, guess what? You're getting a job. This is the new North versus South. So basically, people are signing up. If they're signing up for stuff like this detention center, what it's doing is turning Americans on Americans. Did you hear me? The illegals are a tool, but it's turning Americans on Americans. Now think about it before you pop off. It's the new North versus South, when the money should have been allocated for everybody, and we shouldn't be fighting over illegals. But I've done videos on this before. This goes all the way back to Papa Bush and Clinton when they signed that NAFTA. Do some research on NAFTA if you don't know anything about NAFTA. They flushed out a lot of regions of the earth, particularly Mexico. Mexico lost a lot of factories and hundreds of thousands of jobs. So, God forgive me for cursing. If you lose your job, where in the hell you think people are gonna go? They're gonna come over the border. I'm gonna say it again, because a lot of people don't know their history. America and big companies, they hurt Mexico back in the day. That's the honest truth. When they hurt Mexico, where do you think those damn people gonna go? They came to America. And if they gotta come over here illegally, that's what they're gonna do. And that's the history of our problem. That's what they did. Our government has caused this problem. Big business should have never been in foreign country and they business in the first place. That's the bottom line, people. So if we want to get angry about something, get angry about this devil who set us up. So you don't know the history, you might be all over the place getting mad at somebody. It's these politicians who are now millionaires. They set us up. Yeah, North America. We should have never messed with them people. And that's any country. We would raise hell if another country came over here and messed with us. Not only did we help flush out these other countries that I'm talking about, we also, what else did we do economically? Oh, we closed factories over here. How many hundreds of thousands of factories closed over here And we send them overseas for cheap labor. Think about it. So we hurt ourselves in two areas simultaneously as they kept on raising the college tuition to teach you what? Not what I'm teaching you. Because if they had given everybody a crash course in economic world history, we would be better citizens where we can demand more. But if they keep you ignorant, and if they keep you watching people eating bats on stage and blood and listening to dumb rappers, hello? Yeah, I went there. If they got you watching that crap, you're going to be ignorant about what's really going on. But hey, I might not know everything, but I know enough to see how we got in this position. And now the young people of today are saying, look, I've had enough. But I don't know. It feels like to me that we're powerless. It really does. It doesn't mean you don't keep fighting. Doesn't mean you don't keep protesting. But I'm just putting in perspective for you. Our government set us up. And Biden arguably, in my humble opinion, him and Jimmy Carter were the worst two presidents we ever had. I lived through Jimmy Carter, Mr. Born Again, and I lived through Biden, Mr. Who, I don't know what you want to call him. But this is crazy. They put us in an economic fix. And this is probably $1 trillion on illegals in the last 6 or 7 years. And now this problem has exploded. You're getting ICE out here. They're hiring people, what? They're getting between $40,000 to $60,000 a year. I was showing a friend of mine last night. They're hiring people who are, if you are in security, you get between what, 10,000 to what, 40,000 sign-on bonus. Can you imagine getting a job, getting between $10,000 to $40,000 sign-in bonus just for joining ICE? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's a service job. People, you can't sustain a country on service. A productive country is goods and services. You make something, you design something, you build something. That makes a country strong. Hiring people, how may I help you, locking you up, that's service. The more service jobs you have, the more your economy gets worse. And guess what? Your cost of living goes up and the national debt goes up. So government, thank you for this headache. That's where we're at. But I'm going to keep covering the stories. I want people to get information, revelation, and lead you to salvation. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, and whomsoever believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Not only will God save you, he will have you think and have a sound mind. And I'll be glad when he come back, because God created an order. On the seventh day when he rested, he looked at everything that he created. He said, it is good. God gave man an order. This order that we're looking at, this is Satan. The Bible says that Satan is the author of all confusion. We should not be fighting each other. The illegal shouldn't even be over here. We should have left them alone and let them handle their own business. If they needed some help, we could have blessed them in certain ways so we could grow our thing. But now we're both suffering. And this is what Satan wants. He wants the whole world to suffer so we can beg for an antichrist. That's his goal. So keep perspective, people. All right, people, love you. I'm about to sign out. It's been an hour. Thank you guys for joining me. At some point, I'll be at 40,000 subscribers. Thank you. The last channel I had 124,000 subscribers. I never thought I'd get back to that point, but I'll be at 40,000 soon. Thank you guys for rolling with me. It's been rough. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of videos, a lot of crying, a lot of praying. But I'm standing in there, and I want you to stand in there. I want to be an example of endurance for you, and you guys be an example for me. We can get through this. The Bible requires in the last days, he said endure. How do we endure? We get close to the Lord and we support each other. So thank you guys for supporting the channel. Share the video. Stay informed. Stay with the Lord. Tell somebody you love them. All right, people. You guys have a beautiful day, and God bless. God bless America. God bless the world. God bless the illegals, those ones who are living right. And if you ain't living right, get right. All right? Get right. It's a beautiful country. It's a beautiful world. God said He said, it is done, and I believe him. He created an order. He said it is good. That is, he gave it his blessing. The world was never supposed to be into deportation. The world should have been involved in embracing. The world should embrace. Because when you embrace, when you love people right, guess what? God will shower down his blessings upon all of us. That's how life's supposed to be. We should be embracing each other, not arresting each other and all this other kind of crap. But again, I already told you how we got into this situation. It ain't nothing but the devil. But we're going to endure, okay? We're going to endure. All right, God bless you guys. You guys have a beautiful evening, okay? Thank you for everything.